We ride together, we die together. We some petty bitches, boo. We holding it down, we straighten the crowns. Petty bitches and we coming to you. We ride together, we die together. We some petty bitches, boo. We holding it down, we straighten the crown. Petty bitches and we coming to you.
Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie.
Okay. Lord, how are we so loopy and it's so late in the afternoon?
Yeah, but we really haven't even had that much to drink, which is also pretty sad.
The struggle.
It is. Well, welcome back, you cats and kittens. Sorry,
I think that's copyright infringement.
I highly doubt it, because I highly doubt she copyright infringed it. She's too busy murdering people to even copyright it.
If she's after them kitties, then the people that have them kitties, she'll probably want her slogan back. She's evil.
Listen, come at me, bitch. You ain't gonna get nothing. I ain't got nothing.
True enough, but she may sick her cats on you.
First off, that would require me to go to Tampa, and I got my own kittens in the backyard.
Very true.
So, anyways, welcome back to the PAB podcast.
Hello. Hello, our Corona travelers to the internet.
Corona travelers?
Listen, Loopy, forgive me.
No. There's no. Just no. Just no. Just no.
Oh,
I don't even know where to go with that because I'm so sidetracked with that.
Like, subscribe, share this craziness. That's about to happen.
Is it really that crazy? We're just going to ask a bunch of inappropriate questions. Actually, I'm going to ask all the inappropriate questions.
And you have to answer them as well.
I do. But it's really not that fair that I already know them.
Fine. I'll read them because I haven't seen them yet.
Well,
actually, it's better if I haven't seen them because then I can just answer.
You'll have a
honestly.
real answer. I already kind of have my answers
already tested out in your head.
Propped it out in my head.
Great.
But just
That's
make sure.
Fair.
Well, you're the one that told me to do it. So whose fault is there?
Very true. I didn't think that far ahead.
Anyways, but just make sure you like, subscribe, share. We're just gonna go with another lighthearted video today. You know.
Yes.
Make you
Actually,
guys laugh.
last week was not lighthearted at all.
I mean, it was. I mean, it wasn't lighthearted at all.
No, it wasn't.
But the week before it was, or the week before that, whenever we did the millennial slang.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we didn't know
what we were going to do, how we were going to manage through whatever was happening isolation-wise. And
well, yeah, too. And I think both of us thought at this point we would start having guests on the show. Mm-hmm. And obviously we can't invite people over, so you guys are stuck with our weirdness.
Absolutely. Which I'm sure you're used to by now.
Yeah, I hope so.
We're 12 weeks in.
It's only episode 11. Well, that's true. It is 12 weeks. We forgot 1 week. Because you're sick ass.
I know. We didn't forget it. I was just ailed.
Ailed? Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
Having an ailment. I was sick.
Oh, well, that's just a fancy word. Just say you were sick. I'm not that smart. Anyway, so we're going to play 21 questions. Some of them are inappropriate, so you're going to get to learn a lot about Aryele and I.
And if I decide not to answer them because families watch this, and by families, I mean mine, I will take a sip of wine instead.
My mom watches it. She just doesn't watch it that often.
No, my parents watch it every time Thanks, Mom and Dad. All the support.
Love you
Always
guys.
there, watching it. I hear it throughout my house. I'm like, I hear my voice, and I'm like, wait what?
I'm not talking right now. Yeah. So here we go. We're gonna start off. Some of them aren't that dirty. I try to keep a little PG-13.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Little PG-13.
I appreciate
that. But some of them are a little dirty.
Oh Lord.
So the first question is, what makes you irrationally angry?
Irrationally? I don't know if I get irrationally angry at anything. I think tone. I get more angry at people's tone. It's about about how you say it, not what you say. So I'm just like, literally something just turns on and I'm like, I'm going to slap a hoe kind of situation.
Slap a hoe? You slapping hoes over there? I doubt that.
I have never laid my hands on anybody in my life. It's just a figure of speech. I never.
people, for me, what makes me irrationally angry, because I get angry a lot. I think I'm more passionate than, like, angry, but I do think people who make, like, the smallest thing into a bigger deal than what it needs to be and have to get everybody else riled up because of something so petty.
So your irrational anger is irrational anger.
It is. I guess that's pretty much right.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
So there we go. The light is blinking. I don't know if that means
it's recording.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's
know
never
if
blinked.
it's dying. The battery could be dying.
Yeah, we might want to check that first before we go on. Sorry, guys.
Before we keep going.
It never used to blink. So okay. All right.
Yeah,
Anyways, what would you do if you had an STD but your partner didn't know?
I would, if my partner didn't know, I would tell them. No matter what, I would tell them. But
then
depending
how do you explain
on
how you got it?
the STD, I'd probably blame it on them.
That's fucked up.
Hey.
Like, I would tell them, but I would also, like, question them, like, because I don't cheat. And
exactly.
like, I'd be questioning, like, how I got it.
True.
Like, depending on the STD, too. So, for me, I tell them, but there'd be a whole lot of motherfucking questions going on.
Absolutely. But, I mean, like, you're in it together at that point.
I guess, but if obviously you got the STD from somebody else,
then yeah, a discussion
there's so many questions that have to be
but
had.
it depends on how like quickly you guys were together. Like,
it's true.
If it happened a year into your relationship, there's some questions I need to be.
That is true.
I need to figure out.
True.
Yeah.
Touche. What is your biggest regret?
Waiting so long to do things, just in general. Like, I'm a procrastinator. I don't really have regrets in life. I just have learning lessons where I'm just like, maybe I should have just done that quicker, or maybe I should have entered this part of my life sooner, but never like regrets. Everything happens for a reason at their own time, so I don't really regret anything.
I agree with that in a certain sense, like with you saying that, like, I wish I would have gotten to this part of my life sooner. Can't control that. Right. You're meant to get in that part of your life when you're meant to get part of that life. I think for me, my biggest regret would have to be going back with my ex so many times. I think
it's a good regret.
It is. I mean, I think I had to learn a lot of things from that, but I do think I should have learned a lot of that stuff more quicker.
Gotcha.
Like, but you know, the heart wants what the heart wants, and I'm an idiot.
You're not an idiot. You were just in love.
I'm in love. I'm a hopeless romantic.
Yeah. I've never been in love.
Yeah, so it sucks. It's great. It's the greatest thing in the world, but it sucks.
I got you.
All right. So, what do you listen to more, your heart or your brain?
My brain.
See, for me, I think it's a combination of both. Actually, I listen to my gut more than my heart.
Well, your heart isn't your gut.
Yeah.
So, like, I listen to my head because it's usually in tune with my gut. But if my gut is, like, screaming harder than anything, then I'm going with that.
Yeah, I listen to my gut because I usually can tell when I'm getting myself into a bad situation. Like, I have to zone out both of these because, like, I can't trust this. And then this I
tricks with you.
And then I overthink way too much. So I have to go with my gut, which I know that was an option, but that's definitely what I'm more.
If that is one of the options, definitely my gut.
Yeah. All right. How many sexual partners have you had and why?
6? Yeah, 6.
And why?
Because that's how many I've had. I lost my virginity very late in life. Not very late in life, but like later than normal. And then it was always just to kind of get a gauge of my sexual appetite or my sexual kind of
I like how you're trying to
feelings.
filter yourself because
I'm like, how do I say this in a very politically correct, non-vulgar way?
This is really fun for me to watch.
But yeah, I have chosen my partners not very well, carefully. Most of them, very carefully. There's been like one straggler in there.
I've had 8. and some of them were just to get back at my ex for him cheating on me. So it was kind of like revenge, like
eye for an
haha,
eye.
yeah. But other than that, yeah. Other reason that I like the guys, just never worked out. But some of them were just purposely to get back at.
Amen.
You know.
Hey, you
Karma's
gotta
a
do what
bitch.
you gotta do what
But
you
then I
gotta
got
do.
karma for that too, so it's karma gets back at everybody.
Yes, karma's not prejudice at all.
No, it is not. Alrighty then. No, I don't know that. Alright, so the last question was, if you can say anything with the one person in your life without any consequence, what would it be? I want to say something to somebody who's no longer in my life. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I blocked your number for a reason. Stop calling me on shit. Like, stop getting new numbers to call me on.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not in love with you anymore, but I love you and I care about you, but you're not the person that I need in my life.
Yeah.
And
I can love you from afar.
I can love you from afar. I care about you, but I don't want you in my life.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Mine was leave him, because we cut out visual before, so I may have to cut out the audio in that part. But my advice, leave him.
Leave him. Leave him. So what is your biggest insecurity?
Oh, what's my I can't think of it right now. Go. You answer it and I'll think of it.
I think my weight is probably my biggest insecurity, and I a lot of times don't like the sound of my own voice. I do think I have a very like high squealy voice, plus I cackle like a witch. I don't mean to.
It's very, as my mom told you earlier,
but it is
it's
very infectious.
contagious.
So that was like a really good compliment.
Yeah,
but sometimes I do
infectious.
find my laugh and my voice very annoying. But also my weight. But I think that's something I've struggled with my entire life. It's not that I don't think I'm pretty or anything, but like when you go to fit in clothing or like something flops out the way that it's not supposed to, it is still a very big insecurity for me.
Absolutely. Yeah, when I was struggling with, I think that's every woman's kind of issue, is struggling with weight. I think mine is, I don't find myself that interesting. Like, I'm very simple. Like, a lot of things I don't need or I don't want. So I'm just like, I live life, like, I'm very happy and content with the small things in life.
But see, I don't think, because I'm very happy with the small things in life too. And not to say that I'm an over extravagant, interesting person, but I still think I'm interesting just because I'm obnoxious and crazy. And I feel the same way about you. Like, you're a very interesting person to know.
Okay. Well, thank you. I guess that's why it's your like a personal insecurity. I don't think I'm that like interesting. Like, I'm fine.
You're interesting looking.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Little 5-year-old jokes. Okay. But I don't.
And they make me laugh so much.
Just, wow. I mean, to my friends and family, I guess I am obviously, or they wouldn't talk to me. But
it's true.
It's I don't know. It's always like a self issue I've had where I'm just like, I don't think people care about me enough to watch me in a way. Like, anything I do,
That explains so much right now.
yeah. Ooh, bug. But yeah, so like, I like me as I am. It's just my insecurity is how I think other people view me.
So you're worried about what other people think, in a way.
Or maybe they don't think enough. Like, people think like, oh, nobody, or they feel extra judged. I don't feel judged enough.
Or
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You don't want
but
that judgment in your life.
Very true. And it's like one of the small insecurities that, because I'm not very insecure about things. Like, I am who I am, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
take it or leave it.
If you had to choose between going naked or having your thoughts appear in thought bubbles above your head for anyone to read, which would you choose? I would choose the thought bubbles, honestly, because sometimes I don't use my words properly, and so like my brain thinks faster than my mouth, and like
for sure.
I think I'd rather have the thought bubbles, even if it wasn't something nice, but my face says everything. So I feel like regardless if I don't like something, everybody knows.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'd rather have the thought bubbles.
See, depending on how tired I am or how drunk I am, my thoughts come out of my mouth no matter what. So like, and people think it's hilarious. Yeah. So I'm just like, do the thought thing, because either people are going to get very offended or think it's very funny.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Yeah.
Read my thoughts.
What is your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure, being alone. Like, I really like being by myself, and sometimes I feel guilty because there's people who want to spend time with me. So I
agree. I don't think that's my top guilty pleasure, but I do agree with that. Like, I like to be alone.
Yeah.
Me, I love watching like pimple popping videos.
That's
like
see, I don't feel guilty about it. I like it.
I like it. Like, I know so many people find that so gross, but I am obsessed. Like, I don't even watch Dr. Pimple Popper. I watch like the videos online.
Yeah,
like,
same.
I don't want to watch the show.
I tried watching her show and I was like, nah, I'll go back to watch it.
I just want to watch the pimple being popped. Like, watching abscess.
I don't need to know the story behind it. Just pop some fucking pimples and
I just want to see the pus and move on with my life. Like,
that sounds
it's like
so gross.
But that's the real thought behind it. Like, it's so like relaxing.
It's very like
therapeutic.
Yeah, therapeutic, like satisfying. Yeah. It's one of those satisfying videos that you shouldn't be watching or be satisfied by, but you are anyway. But I don't feel guilty about that. I think a guilty pleasure literally is something you feel guilty about doing, but you get so much pleasure from it, you don't care.
I guess I think it's guilty for me because everybody judges me on it.
Oh,
like,
see, I don't.
Like, I could literally go up to people and pop. They're like, I remember Phil, he had a black head on the back of his neck at work, and I popped it for him. And he's like,
without asking him?
Yeah. I started
just without asking. Okay, that's a little weird.
Because I thought, he's like, oh, you see that too? And then, like, he realized what I was doing. He's like, yeah, pop it. Like,
ask before you pop.
I can't help myself. I'm a weirdo. Sorry.
That's assault.
Do you secretly love any of your exes still?
No.
I mean, but you've never been in love, so.
Yeah, but I don't have like love. I mean, I still care about like their well-being, but
it's a very vague question because like I still love my exes. I'm not in love with them.
Right.
I care about them, and I hope they're well. I don't wish any bad upon them. I do wish karma upon them because karma
will do my job for me. Yes.
But I have exes that like we ended on good terms. Like I want good karma for them. Like so that can work either way. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Whining. The noise of like the actual that just like I hate it so much.
Try living with children.
I did, and I was just like, whoo, my patience is being tested right now. Like it actually wasn't my niece and nephews that gave me that. I used to live across the street from someone who would take me to the bus stop every day, and their 10-year-old daughter every single morning would not stop whining about the like I don't wanna get it, and I was just like, yo, shut up. Like, it literally is like nails on a chalkboard. And Tic Tac teeth. I don't like Tic Tac teeth. They bother me. They bother me. It's a horrible and no one can help it, but it's just like, ooh, it's rough. It's rough. Yeah. When I can see like most gums and like tiny teeth, it just does something to, it's rough.
So for me is like when people get like very upset or angry, like, you know, those people that purposely like mess with somebody and then like that, you can already tell that person's getting angry and you keep like prodding the bear, but then you get mad at the bear.
When they do it the same?
Well, no, when you get mad at the bear for like snapping at them or biting them and then you're like, oh, well, I don't understand why you do that. You're fucking poking the bear. Yeah. Like, if you can see that somebody's pissed off, why are you keep irritating that person?
I know plenty of people like that.
Yeah.
I know one person like that.
I know several people like that, and then they get personally offended when the bear bites back.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't understand why you did that. And then, like, you fucking poked the bear. Like, what do you expect?
You can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen.
Like,
that's also that's actually why I liked you so much, because I could give it back to you. You gave it to me, I gave it to you.
Yeah.
And we would be fine, because, like, it's not that serious. One, we were being serious, but, like, it was justified, or two, we were just doing it to have fun.
Yeah, but you also know when to do it. Like, you also know when not to do it. And same vice versa. Like, I can usually tell when people, like, are irritated. Like, that means I need to leave you the fuck alone.
Exactly.
Like, when people can see other people are irritated and then keep doing it and then get mad when that person bites their head off.
Yeah.
You know what? You got what you fucking deserve. That's karma right there.
Absolutely.
Have you ever been to a nudist beach, and would you ever consider going to one?
No, I heard they were, like, it's gross. Like, it's a whole bunch of saggy people just walking around. I'm good.
I mean, if it was just, like, me and, like, my partner, that'd be fine. Like, and nobody else.
Yeah, but that's not it's a beach. Like, there's gonna be other people on it.
I don't want to see other people.
Exactly.
That's my
I'm
problem.
good.
I don't want to see other people.
I'm good.
Name one thing you would change about me. I have to think about this too, because I, like...
One thing I would change about you.
Actually, no.
Stop saying you're not a nice person. That's one thing I would change about you. Stop doing that. Because you're actually... You're putting yourself out there to get that. Like, you're putting that energy out there, so people are going to treat you like you're not a nice person. So, yeah, I think that would be my...
Fair enough. Mine is, like, for you to post more on social media.
Yeah.
Just because you don't do it, and especially, like, not just for this podcast, for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think you're an interesting person, you are. And, like, you have a lot of great ideas to do, and you need to show it to the world. So that would be my one thing that changed about you.
Appreciate that.
Next thing. Sorry, I lost track of where it was. What have you seen that you wish you could unsee?
Something I've seen. Something I've seen that I wish. People's, like, two-face. Like,
oh, see, I wish I never. No. I actually
no. I want to see that, because then I can see who is true and who's not. Something I've seen.
I can tell you. When my dad was sick, I saw him naked, and I wish I hadn't seen that. That is something I wish I could unsee, literally.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, no, I don't think I have. I don't think I have one.
That's interesting.
I mean, that's honestly, like, seeing your parents. See, I don't have those issues with nudity.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, nudity doesn't freak me out. I don't care who you are.
Nudity doesn't freak me out either, but I think there is, like, certain people I don't want to see naked.
You would rather not see, but if you do, you're like, okay, I guess so. They have those too. Yeah, sure.
I guess I'm childish in that way.
Yeah, I don't think I have one.
All right, what attracts you to the opposite sex? Or, like, I only say opposite sex because Aaron and I are both into the opposite sex. So, just so everybody knows, we're gender neutral, whatever it is. Like,
we're straight.
That's
what we mean.
I just don't want people going on here and blasphemy.
We're straight. And that's completely okay. Like, to be straight, that's fine. What's the first thing I look for? Honestly, if we're gonna be like 100, their appearance, whether that's hair color, skin color, eye color, and then the thing I look for to keep me interested, like, yes, you can have a great exterior, but personality, like, kind. I look for, like, if you're kind or funny, because I can like, get through everything else if you're at least kind. Be a nice person. Just be a kind person.
Just be a nice person.
Yeah.
So, smile is always, like, the first thing that I look at. I feel like you can tell a lot by a person's smile. That keeps me there. It's like, you have to be a vibe. Like, I could just, like, I don't know. Like, for me, like, I have to feel not anxious around you.
Yeah.
In the moment,
for sure.
like, if I feel anxious, that's when I know that, like, I can't be around you.
Right.
If I feel, like, oh, like, you're somebody like I've known forever. Like, that's what keeps me there. No.
Good stuff.
It is, I guess. Never mind.
I'm like, I see you thinking. Fun fact about Estelle, when she starts moving her hands and nothing's coming out, she's thinking all the thoughts she's trying not to let out of her mouth.
Have you ever said the wrong name during sex? I have.
Have I?
I have.
No.
Yeah.
That's a big fear of mine, so I really think hard about not doing it, or I don't say names. I don't say names during sex.
So during this time, my ex and I were like getting back together, but I was also talking to somebody else, and my ex trying to sleep with me the night, and I actually said the other guy's name.
Oh.
And you know, at the time I felt bad about it.
Now
like,
you don't.
I know.
You're like, fuck it.
Fuck it. Sorry, I'm jailing your mom right now.
Yes.
Fuck it.
Exactly her words in that situation. Oh, well.
Oh, wait, I'm asking you. So we're only going to have 20 questions because I apparently had the same question already. Have you ever flashed someone?
No. That's a quick.
No.
That's a quick
I
rapid
have.
fire. No.
I have. Old coworker. Old coworker. So.
Like full on boobs or like bra?
Full on boobs.
Oh shit, no.
Yeah.
No. I've never.
Yeah.
Make up a question.
But I also like too on accident because when we did Annie in high school, I had to like tie down my boobs, and the only way to fully do it is like if I didn't have a bra on.
Right.
So during one of our songs was Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile, and we had to like do this whole dance routine. I could never breathe afterwards, so I would always run backstage and take off my dress and unwrap myself. And one of the times, who played Daddy Warbucks was actually one of our high school teachers, and I ran into the back room and didn't realize he was there, so I like undressed and like unzipped myself, and like
was he like whoa
so I flashed somebody unintentionally too. Okay, so
nice.
like, but all I could think about at the time was like I'm trying to breathe.
Yeah,
like
for sure. No, I've never flashed intentionally, or well, I mean, I don't see it as flashing. I just like get dressed in front of people.
Yeah, but that's not flashing.
Exactly.
You're comfortable enough to be naked in front of us.
Yeah, again, nudity is not a big thing for me.
No. I know, trust me. I know. Sometimes you just gotta prepare me that you're getting naked, is all I'm saying.
Our first friendship encounter, yes. Proper, like, whoa.
Even now, like earlier, I'm just like, okay.
Be like, you should be used to it by now.
I should be, but I've never, because it's so catch me
If you
off guard.
know where I'm going and where I'm coming back from.
But see, I didn't know you were gonna go take a shower. So.
But you saw me come back in a towel, so naturally what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get dressed, and you're there, so guess what? You're getting a show.
Yeah. What is your self-love strategy?
Not being so hard on myself. Just finding the positive. Like, if I'm having a crummy, horrible day, just find one thing in my day or in my life, something that's maybe happened in the past that I can bring forward in my memory, and just hold on to that. Because I'm the hardest on myself, and I guess I do somewhat care what people think, not in like it determines my every thought, moment, and action, but I'm very in tuned with everybody, so I try to maintain a level of kind of equalization, and for me, not thinking so much about that and just focusing on myself and the positivity that I can let out inevitably helps the thing that bothers me the most. So, self-love, self-awareness.
I actually don't know. Like, I don't know how I've gotten to this place of self-love. Like, I just focus on what I need to do to make myself better, make myself a better person, and I think about all the people that do love me and care about me, and I think about their love for me and that energy.
Yeah.
So I guess that's pretty much it. Like, I don't go through a whole process of trying to think of like all these positive things about myself. I guess I
just
hold on
try
to
one, and it doesn't have to be about me. It could just be about something that's happened.
Yeah.
And because of who I am, my imagination just goes crazy, and a whole bunch of things will like flood in without me even having to think about them, and that's definitely very helpful. But kind of like what you said, keeping in mind, I was also raised by my mother, so she was very much like, nobody's gonna love you the way you love yourself.
That's true, though. So true.
So you're just gonna have to figure a way to love yourself more than anybody else will, and you should be fine.
So I guess it's 20 questions. So I can't think of another one.
Do you have another question? Do you want to one more question?
That's fine. We can keep it even at 20.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine.
Well, that's this week's episode, guys. Hope you really enjoyed it. Learned some more about Aryele and I. Hopefully,
maybe a little too much about Aryele.
I think like more about me.
A little too much.
A little bit more
TMI.
about me. But make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and Twitter.
Yeah.
You can follow me at the Shaka. I was gonna spell it, but I didn't not to.
Like, I saw it, I was just like,
I don't feel like spelling right now.
And me at Aryele.Hardy, and you can follow us at the PAB podcast. If you guys have another question that you want to ask us that we maybe not have answered or thought of, leave it in the comments below.
It can be an inappropriate question too.
Yeah, we'll answer it. We'll promise.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And
Drop
if you have a petty story you want us to talk about, throw it right at us.
Yes, please.
All right. Love you guys. Mwah.